If someone asks, "What is darkness?" answer thus. Light is the root condition, and darkness is the reciprocal condition. When light disappears, darkness appears. The two are in contrast to each other. From the correlation or interdependence of the two, the middle way arises. This passage from the Platform Sutra was written by a man from southern China who came to be an influential part of the history of Zen Buddhism. This is the story of Huineng, sixth patriarch. In the 7th century, Zen Buddhism underwent an important split which created two schools of Zen in China, the northern and southern schools. The southern school, founded by Pinyin Huineng, came to be the dominant school of Zen, both in China and Japan. Huineng, otherwise known as the sixth patriarch of Zen Buddhism, was an important figure in the history of Zen. The story of his untraditional life and teachings are essential in the study of Zen Buddhism in China. Huineng was born in southern China in 638 AD. His father died early in his life, and Huineng was forced to support himself and his mother by gathering firewood and selling it in the market at Canton. As a consequence of his situation, Huineng forewent schooling and was illiterate. While at the market in Canton, Huineng experienced Buddhism for the first time when he heard a verse from the Diamond Sutra. Let your mind flow freely without dwelling on anything. Huineng immediately asked where he could learn more about Buddhism and was referred to the Tungsan Monastery, which was 500 miles north. By unexpected good fortune, Huineng was able to provide for his mother and set out for the monastery. Upon arrival at the monastery, the 5th patriarch, Huineng, approached Huineng and asked him how he expected to attain Buddhahood if he was illiterate and from southern China. Huineng surprised the patriarch when he answered, "Although people are distinguished as northerners and southerners, there is neither north nor south in Buddha nature." The patriarch understood then that Huineng grasped the truth of enlightenment and gave him a job in the granary. When it came time to choose a 6th patriarch, Huineng held a contest for the position where each potential patriarch had to write a verse. The head monk, Shen Shui, was expected to win and wrote the following verse. "The body is a Bodhi tree, the mind a mirror bright. Time and again brush it clean, and let no dust alight." Huineng realized the flaw in Shen Shui's verse and wrote his own verse in response. Enlightenment originally is no tree, and a clear mirror is not a stand. Originally there's not a single thing, on what may dust alight. When the 5th patriarch read Huineng's verse, he realized that Huineng had entered the door of enlightenment and was worthy of succeeding him. This controversial choice led to the eventual split of Zen Buddhism into the more traditional northern school, led by Shen Shui, and the new southern school, led by the new 6th patriarch, Huineng. After becoming 6th patriarch, Huineng spends 10 years in seclusion and then returns to southern China to begin teaching in 676 CE. Huineng is counted as the 6th patriarch from the 1st patriarch, Bodhidharma, who was the 28th Indian patriarch. Bodhidharma came to China from India in the late 5th century. Huineng holds a place in history because he helped to define Zen Buddhism as a separate sect of Buddhism, which gave rise to the Golden Age of Zen. He is also given credit with being the founder of the Southern School of Zen Buddhism, which rejects all traditional Buddhist concepts, works, and practices, and creates a wide schism between Northern and Southern schools of Zen Buddhism. The ideas of Zen Buddhism had a far-reaching influence on Chinese culture. Huineng was only 24 years old when he inherited the robe of the 6th patriarch, 39 years old when he was ordained, and 76 years old when he died. He preached for 37 years. One of Huineng's repeated themes in his teachings was that enlightenment is a turning inwards, an awakening to one Buddha nature, which he insisted did not require formal meditation nor philosophical discussion, only what is kind and helpful for all living creatures. These things distinguish Huineng's teaching from Shen Shui's. Shen Shui, on the other hand, advocated gradual enlightenment, which was attained by formal meditation, rituals, and the study of practice of doctrine. Huineng rejected those practices and asserted that there was no such thing as attaining liberation or samadhi, and that the traditional cross-legged positions, or any positions for that matter, are for the deluded. An influential Buddhist sutra, the Platform Sutra, is also attributed to Huineng. It defines enlightenment and the direct seeing of one's original mind or original nature. Like his teachings, Huineng was untraditional even in death. Instead of choosing one successor as in the past, he expected all of his disciples to succeed him in transmitting the Dharma to others. The Platform Sutra consists of 57 chapters of Huineng's teachings. It is regarded in the Buddhist community as the principal sutra of the Zen path. It is also the only Chinese origin sutra in the entire Mahayana canon. Characteristic of Zen Buddhism is the teaching of enlightenment, or the direct seeing of one's original mind or original nature. A passage from the Platform Sutra reads as follows: "When the abrupt doctrine is understood, there is no need of disciplining oneself in external things. If one always has the right view within one's mind, one will never be declared. This is seeing into one's own nature." The idea of sudden enlightenment, which is characteristic of the Southern School, differs from the Northern School's teaching of gradual enlightenment. In the Southern School, the focus is on developing immediate awareness of the Buddha mind through meditation on emptiness. This school's teachings are notorious for its dismissal of written and spoken word. The many differences between the Northern and Southern schools of Zen Buddhism led to many disputes. It was believed that a monk from the Northern School had even tried to assassinate Huineng. Huineng, the famed sixth patriarch of the Zen school, flavors Buddhist history by coming up from being a poor, illiterate child to the founder of a sect of Zen Buddhism. He lives on through his teachings and to this day impacts generations upon generations of people from around the world.